gotta I gotta push back.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you mentioned can be done as an employee.
Yes. I reckon I can make more money here, though.
You reckon there's no employee that earns more than you?
No, there probably
Pretty
is.
sure the
A CEO of
Google
a... Yeah, that's
makes
right.
about 200 million a year.
Yeah, but just wait. Just wait.
He's a smart guy.
We've got
He
the...
would probably work very hard, I've got no doubt. And he
yeah, but you're talking about the 1% of the 1% in that space too.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yes.
it's hard to compare to yourself to that as well. But generally speaking, in our realm of where we're at, like I know, okay, I'm glad you brought that up. I know I could make a phone call tomorrow and get a very well-paid job. When I talk well-paid, I could get a job $500,000 a year.
Yeah.
I'm confident on that, thereabouts. And it's never occurred to me to go and make that phone call because I know I'm going to make more here.
Yeah, I'm not saying why. So I guess what I'm challenging is, okay, you said all these things. You could do almost all of those things. And I would almost go and argue and say most people in businesses would probably make more as employees.
Say that again?
A lot of people in business
Yeah.
would probably make more if they were an employee.
Yeah, sometimes,
Yeah.
yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Especially
I find because a lot of them don't have the tools. They think they do. They're probably a really good number 2, number 3 in the business, but then when they go out and do it themselves, not as good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're a skilled craftsman
Yes.
/ woman.
Yep.
But they aren't business savvy.
Mm-hmm.
And no one teaches you that.
No one teaches that.
In any industry.
No.
No one teaches that.
I couldn't agree more.
They teach you
Even
how
if
to
you
do
go and do a
something.
business course and all that sort of shit and MBAs, it doesn't teach you that. It doesn't teach you that. You learn stuff through going through the process. Unless you have like a mentor day one that literally shows you everything.
That's what I would, if I went through the same thing, that's what I would do.
Yeah, me too.
I would go
I say
and
that
work
all the
for
time.
someone and just say, hey, let me shadow you for 2 years. I would go and work for someone for free. I pretty much worked for free anyway. I was doing $7 an hour at Mercedes. Like I should have just went and worked for someone for free.
Yeah, exactly. Look, I would have still started a business, but just spent some money on a mentor earlier, an advisor, someone that has doing the things that I want to do. That's probably what I would have done. I was arrogant when I started my business, admittedly. I thought I was better than what I was. I really did. I thought my shit didn't stink. And then it probably didn't help because I got wins on the board as well. Early days as well. Like not just little ones. I kept winning projects because I was good at what I did. I just was never set up for when things got bad. And then when things got bad, then it's like you're trying to stop the leaking bucket. And that's where, but that was great. That was a good lesson for me too. You know, business will teach you a lot. That's for sure.
So you didn't answer the question. You didn't answer the question.
Why?
I just said that most. Yeah, what do you?
Most of them.
Yeah.
What? You said most people. You can do that in a.
No. Yeah, I said you can do all of that as an employee.
Yeah.
So what's the difference? Like,
the difference is there's more opportunity. I see more opportunity in running a business. There's more advantages in running a business than you will get as an employee.
Yeah,
more opportunities.
Yeah, and no risk.
Yeah, that's right.
But my point I was trying to make is like all those things, the seeing other people win, seeing our clients happy, you can do all that as an employee.
So why get into business? So
got you cornered.
No, you don't. You don't. Because honestly,
I hope something comes out of your mouth.
The particular thing?
Yeah.
You're trying to get something out of it specifically?
Yeah, I think you just haven't thought about it yet.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Do you know what are you trying to get the specific? Oh, you don't know what it is? Okay. I would say it has to get to a point where, yes, you can make good money, but you can make exceptional money. I think you can have all those things as an employee, but you can have it multiplied as a business owner.
Okay. So, hey, George, Google wants you to come and build everything for them. They're looking at hiring one builder. They're going to pay him $20 million a year.
Yeah.
Wage. Salary. Come work for Google.
Mm-hmm.
We'll pay for everything. We'll pay for your life. You're going to get the greatest satisfaction because everyone loves Google. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, and then it's like, okay, well, what do you do?
I was like,
Where do I sign?
Do you have a contract? Like,
Do you get what I'm saying though?
Yeah, but also
Because that just knocks everything out.
Would
that you said.
Would Google put me in that position? They're not going to hire anyone to do that.
Call him. Call, what's his,
Mister
Sadinga. What's his name?
Mr. Google.
CEO?
I thought so. His name's not Google.
The CEO?
Yeah,
He's not even, he's an Indian guy.
No, but I'm saying, okay, but to be put in a position like that, generally they're going to go for someone who has the skill set to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Me having done the runs and done everything I have done in my business has probably put me in good stead to do that, more so than an employee. So that's probably given me a lot of the skill set to be able to be in that position in the first place. I know personally, if I was that way inclined and I wanted to hire someone to do so, I'd be like, "Yep, you're the man. Let's go."
Yeah, but you would still get all the things that you just mentioned.
Yeah, as an employee. So money, I suppose money. Okay, but we're still comparing it to that $20 million thing. It's very unlikely, correct, that that's going to happen.
Yeah.
We're talking about.
It's also very unlikely that most people make $20 million in their own business.
Yeah, correct. But again, they're still going to get. Okay, so let's use a profession.
Any particular?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of
trade?
No, just any profession. Let's say barista.
Okay.
All right, so you're making coffees day in, day out. You might be the best barista in the country.
Yep.
Really famous, whatever. People come and pay. But what are you going to make? 100 grand a year as a barista?
As the best barista?
As a pretty good one. Like
Yeah.
people are lining up for your coffee. You
Yeah.
work for a cafe owner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So
So you're making 100K a year.
Yeah.
Well, if you go and open your own cafe,
you probably make
Then-
70.
it's
No,
no good at business.
Okay,
But
yeah.
do you know what I mean? There's more opportunity there for them to make 300 or 500K a year and then open a franchise and then open one in another suburb or whatever it is. There's more opportunities there available to them as a business owner than an employee. And I think the business owners see that, the ones that become business owners. They see that they're really good at their trade, at their craft, at whatever it is that they are. And they go, okay, now I'm ready to give this a crack on my own because I've got the skill set. Now I just need to apply those skill set. But as you said, I think the biggest problem is people just don't know the fundamentals of business before they get there.
It's true.
But say for that person there, could he be hired by Google to come and paid $1 million to make coffees for everyone in their head office? Yeah, like maybe, but again, unlikely that that's going to happen for the vast majority of people. That's one person that's going to get that role, not 50.
You could also
So those 50 baristas that are the top 50 baristas in the country, they could all go open cafes and all go and make $500,000 a year, as opposed to the 100,000 that they're capped in their role.
Yeah, but you could also, if you widen your horizon there, it's the same argument. Like, what are the odds that you're going to make the 500,000 out of all the baristas? It's highly unlikely.
Yes, but there's more opportunity for them to be able to do that.
How? Why? What's the difference?
Well, they're taking on the risk.
Yeah, but
So the risk and then there's the reward.
Yeah, but so what's the difference from you're sitting there saying, but there's more opportunity. Yeah, but there's also more opportunity for the person who goes to Google and gets paid. Do you get what I'm saying?
No.
Why?
Why are we saying more opportunity for the person at Google?
Yeah, because
One
think about
person.
what he's going to be opened up to.
Huh?
Oh, wait, hold on. How do you define opportunity?
I'm just saying, you're saying there's one person going to Google.
Yeah.
All right. But there's 5,000 baristas in the country.
Yeah.
But that one barista goes to Google.
Oh, so you're saying
The opportunity,
likelihood.
exactly, of that person to go to Google or to go to a Fortune 500 company and be the head barista at that company, it's not as likely. There's more probability of them having a level of success opening a business than what there would be to get that
but there's
dream
also-
job at that one company where they can make
but then-
$500,000 or whatever it is.
If you like that clip and you want to watch another one, click just over here. And if you want to watch the full episode, click just over here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.